Ready? I'll take care of you being on.
Okay.
Check one.
Check 1, 2.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. Check one.
Mm-hmm.
Check one. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love this Jonah Hill thing. By the way, if you listen, he apparently is like a well-known dick, and it's not surprising. Like, anybody that insecure, like who? And by the way, what's wrong if somebody says there's a fat guy from Superbad? That was like a good character who was blended well with the other characters.
That you got paid handsomely for and became famous for and all kinds of things.
Yes, and people weren't. The running punchline wasn't, wow, overweightness. Ha 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 ha. What is that? Oh, okay.
Pepper found a food wrapper.
Okay. It's like nobody's laughing. The movie wasn't good because there was a fat guy in it. The movie was just good. But it's funny. I talked to a couple of guys today. One of them is just 25 years old from the main wire. And one guy's probably not even 32. And to them, one guy the 32-year-old had to look him up.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's so past his prime to these guys that they had to look him up. And he said, to me, it's a new movie, Superbad. To them, they're like,
yeah.
He's not anybody anymore. And I thought that was too bad because he was a good actor.
Right. But he probably didn't want to play roles that made him feel bad in his heart for who he was anymore.
It's just what a bunch of tiny broken people. Oh, this is episode 15.
Oh, maybe
it is episode 15. No.
Speaking of Hollywood, I told you in yesterday's show that I saw Spiderman Brand New Day this weekend with the Punisher guy who's a tough guy with his pit bulls.
Yeah.
And that movie is now the highest grossing domestic opening weekend ever.
Well, there we go.
Ever. Beat out Avengers Endgame. Second highest global total. But yeah, I made $360 million this weekend. So,
well, that's good.
Spider-Man, quite the franchise.
I mean, it's tough for me to talk about this stuff because I don't care about Spider-Man or any of this fake universe stuff. I can't imagine anything more boring than it. Or caring. It's funny because my son Cyril we had this conversation yesterday. It was one of the most adult conversations I've ever had. But he wanted to play with me yesterday. Mm-hmm. And he said he had this big because he and his brother decided to have a sleepover in their uncle's truck the other night, which I'm borrowing. They had a whole sack of games that they wanted to play. So he has a sack of games now downstairs. And my son Cyril said, who's 8 years old, he said, let's play a game together. And I said, Cyril, I don't like games like that. And I'm not trying to be a prick to him because I wanted to do something with him, definitely. Mm-hmm. And he said, why not? And I said, because it's I don't want to escape from like I'm doing something.
Yeah, but a lot of people like playing games.
I don't like it. I don't like like I told you I wanted this trip to Ireland in the 90s, and I just gave it away for a night of drinking. Actually, I gave Sean Sturgis. I gave it to him because I was like, I'm doing things. Back then, I wanted to be in a band. I was alive and enjoying. And
yeah, but a lot of people like board and card games and stuff.
I know
Puzzles,
they do.
Like all kinds of things.
Alice, I'm not saying it as a look how interesting and eccentric I am. Because I don't have the other hand. On the other hand, Tom made $6 billion. Like, I don't have the other thing. I just have the... All I have is the...
You just don't like something everyone else likes.
Yeah, I don't have... All I have is the demerits. There's no... But no...
But you also don't like the movies everyone else likes.
Am I supposed to care what happens to the Spider-Man? or like Peter Parker or Lois Lane or wherever the chick...
It's just an enjoyable movie.
It's not. It's a
you
weird...
You just go there and he jumps around on some buildings
I would be restless.
And bad guys attack him and stuff. That's all.
Who cares? Oh.
It's just a fun thing people do.
It's not fun. But you know,
I have a theory though.
Hold on. And like it's the same. And I haven't wanted to play board games or any of these things. They used to have to twist my arm. My brother and my dad would have to twist my arm in psychological warfare on me to order to play card games. But when we played card games, we were like at least socializing and drinking wine or something.
Yeah.
So
it's like when people play Monopoly, it's not really about the Monopoly per se. They're like spending time together and enjoying each other's company. Then why are we pretending
I'm a real estate developer and now I'm in jail? Like, what? I don't get that. So
it's for fun.
It's not for fun. I'd rather take a walk with the kids.
You're missing a part of your brain.
No, I would rather take a walk with the kids somewhere real, doing real things. So Cyril and I, our favorite thing is to throw the ball around.
Okay.
And I think that's great, and that's real. So we throw the ball in the living room somewhere, and it's freaking fun as hell. But that we're still being us. We're just throwing the ball around. And he's getting better and better at it, and it's kind of funny, and it's doing something. Like, we're really doing something. Or if we're outside, we can really do something, which outside seems like we haven't been there in a month. By the way, just so you know, we missed the summer. It's gone. It was a day and a half happened, and now it's over, and now it's fall.
We're going to Vermont, like, next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But anyway, I'd like real things. Like, if the kids wanted to go fishing, that's a real thing.
Okay.
And it's like, why did I bring this up?
Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Highest grossing domestic movie
imagine
ever.
Going and giving a flying F. I can't imagine seeing that little weird E.T. fucking run across the stage and watch it. By the way, the big Trojan horse of Troy, by the way, looks different than all the rest, so suck it. I don't want to see Ellen Page in her Trojan horse. I don't give a flying F about, like, why would I care about these people? Like, why do I care about what happens to fucking Odysseus? Oh!
It's supposed to reveal deeper things about humanity.
Alice, I'm a man who has every earthly treasure. Why would I want to escape from this?
It's just for fun. People read stories that are interesting and meaningful to them. Or they watch them on a movie. It's not that deep. Just go have fun at the movie theater.
No.
But I mean, I kind of understand what you mean, because like when I saw Mario, and Mario should be kind of geared towards me. There's like a lot of millennial nostalgia in there.
Sorry about that.
But like when I saw it, and I saw it multiple times with the kids, I thought that was like torture being in that movie theater, having to watch Mario. It just like the minutes passed so slowly. But I liked the Spider-Man movie. It was perfectly serviceable fun. Like, it was fine. I don't know why you're so mad at it.
Well,
but I have a theory that superhero movies are like the cowboy Western movies. That they're like in this moment now, but that's going to be gone and people will never like watch this stuff again. Like how people watch Westerns who were like into them at the time, but our kids don't watch any like cowboy movies, and cowboys don't like loom in their imagination.
Yeah.
They don't think about cowboys. They don't play cowboys. No. They play all superheroes. Like there's no, for them, cowboys and Westerns and the West is not like part of their universe of stuff that they know about. Like space is, Star Wars, but like there's no appetite to like make a Western for them. Like they wouldn't know what to do with that culturally. They don't have any sense of it, or like,
I mean,
a cowboy duel with pistols at high noon or whatever. They don't have any cultural reference for any of that. And superheroes, I think, are a similar thing where like right now, everything that's being made is all superheroes all the time.
Yeah.
And for a while, Hollywood was like all cowboys. But now it's like, this era will pass and we'll look back on it and it will seem just as dated as the Western thing does to our kids now. Well, they're going to look back and like our kids' generation is going to be like looking back fondly at all their superhero things, and everybody will be on to something else.
I would say that's a little bit different in genres too, because cowboy Western movies were kind of historical fiction. Former Civil War sergeant who abandoned his troop, now living a life of shame as a
semi-outlaw.
I mean, there was not really this set of. I mean, there were outlaws certainly, but it was hard enough to live back then. But it was part of the American. Like you could have had, like my great grandfather and yours probably read stories about Wyatt Earp.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's such a weird, tiny historical blip. Like, it is a real history and a real thing that happened. But the settling of the American West, in terms of, like, the amount of history it covers, is so short and so transient. Like, and it lived in our national imagination for, like, another 100 or whatever years. But it kind of then went away. And there's no reason why, like, 1,000 years from now, anybody would remember that anymore unless they're, like, particularly into it. Any more than somebody would remember like a particular set of wars in the Roman Empire or something. I mean, like people who are into it know like what the Punic Wars are, but like our kids sure don't. They're not like making movies about it.
One second.
But I don't know. Like I think it's like very much of a historical moment. And even there were not a lot, but there were several Twilight Zone episodes that had like as a feature sort of a Western backdrop or
those
story.
Are fucking depressing as hell.
But I mean, it was
Battle
like
of the OK Corral, right? That's the one.
Yeah, I guess. Or wasn't there a Custer's Last Stand one? Yeah, but that was like such a cultural touchstone. Like when I was a kid. We still have it. We have my suede cowboy vest with the star on it that says Alice. And like I had a cap gun and I had a cowboy hat and we had an Indian teepee. And this was like a thing that we did. Like that was like part of our cultural universe was cowboys.
Well, yeah, but it would have been your grandfather's and your mom's.
Right. It was, but it's like to our kids, it is not.
No, it's not out there. But it could be if DC Comics had a bunch of cowboy comic books.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's the genre works. It's the exciting.
Yeah, but I think
Midwest.
Superheroes has displaced it as sort of the legendary universe that's out there for young people.
I guess so. So by the way, I also want to say about this is that I did watch the last two Spider-Man because I'm a father of these boys, and they wanted to go.
Well, you saw the animated ones, the Spider-Verse.
I saw the one before with all 6 Spider-Men in it. Who had that douchebag guy I hate? What's his name?
Andrew Garfield.
I hate that guy. He's on my
I haven't really
he's on
seen
my death
his
list. I want to see him.
Spider-Man's. Well, you'll be pleased to know this Spider-Man has surpassed it, and he's not in this one.
Okay, I don't care who's in it. I'll never. I couldn't imagine caring about it, and I'm not trying to. Once again, I'm not saying that to be.
It was pretty good. It was a fun movie.
There, like
he jumped off buildings. You got a little bit of
wow, really, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Jesus, who would have thought?
The 3D was good.
Were there webs? Were there webs?
You felt
involved?
like you were there. Yeah, he shot webs.
What?
Oh, no. You know who was in it that I didn't like? Because I don't like Andrew Garfield. Ruffalo.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
I don't care.
He's Bruce Banner, the Hulk. He's in that. Okay. So, but they're tying them all together now.
I mean,
they're tying in X-Men and Marvel.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Good.
Like the Avengers and Spider-Man.
Much like people who are sick of hearing me on every other broadcast there is, I will save a lot of time.
You're the Tom Shattuck multiverse.
I am. I will not have to. By the way, I'm in for Howie from 2 to 3 this Friday, so you can expect to hear the Tom Shattuck show Thursday night, repeated Thursday afternoon on Main Wire, repeated Friday from 2 to 3, repeated Friday at 4 p.m. on the Main Wire TV.
And then all next week?
All next week I'm in for Howie. Okay, that's right. I'm in for Howie, and we're not going to. That's our week off from the Burn Barrel next week. That's what I plan to do because I'm doing Howie, and that's it's not impossible. If something happens, then maybe I can jump back on, but it's not in the plans. And Allison's going to be somewhere else with the kids, and I'm going to be. I like we usually try to do a week off, and then I'm the next week literally. I won't be on Main Wire TV either, but I'll be editing the Main Wire. Nobody cares. And then we'll see the next week. I'm not going to take 2 weeks off of the Burn Barrel. So next week we'll
do it from Vermont.
Right. We've done before. Our outside broadcast. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Didn't go well.
Did it not?
We didn't have any internet.
Yeah, there's no way that would work like that. Okay. You ready to start?
I'm ready to start the show.
You look very pretty, Alice.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, jeez, imagine hearing that so much that you don't hear it anymore. God.
I wasn't really listening. So then I had to think and play back in my head. What did he just say?
What could he have said? Thank you works for a lot of things. Here's Matthew Lillard. He's talking about Amazon Prime adaptation of Carrie. This is the guy who played Scooby-Doo, who's become a freaking a humorless freaking jackass.
Resonates with me not only because I'm a girl dad, but because I'm a father of not only a girl, but a boy and a non-binary kid. This story resonates with me because I myself am an outsider. Right, I grew up with a severe learning disability. I was an obese teenager, transplanted from Detroit, Michigan to Orange County, California, and I never felt like I fit in. I think what we see in Carrie is we see ourselves.
He was an obese teenager transported from Michigan to California. He has one daughter, and he's got a non-binary kid as well.
Of course.
How come this whole family is taught to emphasize all the things about them that make them very unique?
For those of us who've always felt on the outside looking in, see ourselves represented. And it's a story of this incredible...
The see yourself represented has been the main factor in this country's cultural suicide. Mm-hmm. It's important I see myself represented. Getting molested by my uncle in the kids section of the library. I didn't get to see myself represented. Now those kids can see that. Okay, if that's not a way to shoehorn weird sexually charged material in front of kids, they need to see themselves. You never know. I didn't have... Matthew Lillard, shut up, you pussy. Just shut up. I'm sorry you were a fat kid. Oh, God, my goodness. There's so few of those in the 80s, And by the way, you don't have a non-binary kid. Nobody does, okay?
Nobody is non-binary.
No, I know. Non-binary. So you're feeding into this. You're encouraging this. You're effing around. It's made you a mad person, mad at everybody else who's not playing the game.
Powerful and happy and buoyant and hopeful young woman who steps into this vicious world of...
What is a buoyant young woman?
If I were overweight, I wouldn't want to be called buoyant.
But why is Carrie buoyant?
Yeah. She floats really well.
It's just such a... It's just a repurposed word.
Bullying and...
Bullying. And he's promoting this show. That's promotion. I can't imagine what a chore this would be. I will be seeing Carrie the same way I'll be seeing Peter Pan. But at least Peter
Parker.
At least Peter Parker, I don't think is this much of it. Well, actually, the whole last movie was a total bitch. And the Andrew Garfield...
And he was in this one, too. He was very tortured.
God, what a bitch. Oh.
He's very tortured. He got a lot of headaches.
Shut up. God. When the two people you love most do not love each other, What am I seeing? What is this?
This was about it's just about like divorce and parents and kids not being raised by their parents.
Okay, should we play it or no?
No, it's not to play, really.
Oh, really?
It was just a topic
about
of
us?
No, it was just a topic of discussion.
Oh. Okay.
But it's not like on topic for what we're talking about. So.
Trump it has been funny. And Caroline Levitt today, he's got the Prime Minister of Turkey there, whatever his name is. And Caroline Levitt yells at the press, and the Prime Minister of Turkey, what's his name? Sargalov, loves
Erdogan?
it. He signed the largest middle-class tax cut in 6 months. In 6 months, in record time, putting more money back into the American people's pockets. So affordability is what the American people elected this president to do, and he is doing it, and you guys refuse to cover it, and you refuse to cover that the previous administration created the worst unaffordability crisis in American history. And I've been watching the TV all day saying that he doesn't want to talk about affordability. That's what he's working on every day, and that's what this administration is doing.
Right now. But you know why they refuse to cover it?
Can I
Because they're fake news. That's why. Go
Can I
ahead.
get her someone?
Sure.
Everyone wants to
Caroline,
hire her.
The Prime Minister would like you to work for him in Hungary.
Please consider. Please consider.
You know what? That's a very good decision you just made. Please don't leave us, Caroline.
By the way, I have, Caroline Levitt, worked for the Howie Carr show a couple years ago.
Yeah, she was a New Hampshire
Yeah.
state rep candidate.
And just talking to, I think I can say this freely, talking to Kathy Carr, Howie's wife, they have so much praise about her, like what an alpha she is, what a killer, like go-getter she is. They like Caroline Levitt.
Yeah.
It is like she's just a superstar,
Yeah.
and like, I love. She doesn't. I mean, how do you? I mean, you've got some of this too. Like, how do you? Like, Jonah Hill gives a bleep what everybody thinks. Caroline Levitt does not give it flying F.
Well,
at
you
all.
have to not if you're going to be any kind of public person.
Well, yeah, but some of them are. Well, I mean, Jean-Pierre was stupid, so she just missed it. She didn't get it. But she was also just infatuated with her own identities, But like, how do you be a person who just doesn't give a damn?
I don't know.
You're supposed to. She's not even 30, I don't think.
I think she's 30.
I don't know if she is.
I could be wrong.
But it's like, it's amazing. Like, I don't have that. I mean, now I do, like, so I'm mostly dead now, so now I do more than ever.
Mm-hmm.
But at 30, I didn't.
Okay, she's 28.
Right.
So you're right. She's
Like, it would just be, I think that's freaking, I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. Aaron Rodgers, former QB.
Green Bay.
Alice. Wow. Remember I went for the Green Bay job?
Mm-hmm.
I had it was going to be like
The guy interviewed you just to be nice.
Yeah. I had it was the afternoon drive, like holding down the fort at Green Bay Packers. And me and Alice had to study up on like what people eat there and drink there. I knew nothing about football. I didn't get the job. So.
Tony Fauci is an absolute criminal. I'm on.
Can you tell us
This guy's saying this on ESPN on Pat McAfee's show
about the mindset of coming into your last season? Like, that's a real thing, it feels like, because is everything
Aaron Rodgers does not stick to the script.
better? Is everything funner? Is everything more awesome? Like, how do you kind of view this year versus maybe the years of the past?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Gotta love that guy. Okay.
Like that absolute coward, Tony Fauci. Absolute coward.
Yeah.
Hey, it's back,
Are
baby.
you kidding me?
Yeah. 111
You got a
times.
pardon and you're in front and you pleaded over 100 times
Yeah.
at the White House. What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend at that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week, on my vaccination status, on Taylor and Travis's wedding?
Yeah.
Did they do even a minute? Did they do even a minute on Tony Fauci?
No, I don't think I've heard
Nah,
anything.
I bet they didn't.
But on that note,
Then there was another scandal this offseason, too, involving a voter for MVP, for Coach of the Year. How much time did
This is Diana Rossillo he's talking about, and Mike Vrabel.
Vrabel.
did your network spend?
Now he's going after McAfee and ESPN on ESPN, which is awesome.
Did your network spend on
our
that?
network.
I wish I
How much time did you spend?
This is awesome.
Okay. Go back to Fauci?
Yeah.
Go back to the coward Tony Fauci in science?
Hold on now.
Who's spending the entire time writing in his diary about how fun it is to be famous? You got to be kidding me.
Okay, so on that note.
What are you going to say about me now?
Debate him.
What are you going to say about me
No,
now?
I got no debate here. You had a 500.
No, seriously, what are they going to say about me now? Now you can't talk about the COVID stuff because obviously it was made, in a lab in China. That's like not even a question.
It is important that this stuff is being said in these places because the zone needs to be flooded by the truth on all this.
Well, yeah, I think why it's important is that it's important to force these things into polite company to an extent. And I think that, that's part of why I enjoy this podcast too. And
This
I
one?
think, our one that we do and why we have friends that listen to it and stuff is because it makes you feel crazy when everybody acts like there's zero room for disagreement on things that are obviously freaking insane.
Yes.
And so it's really important that normal people just normalize saying stuff
Yes.
that's obvious and show that the house doesn't burn down, the world keeps turning, the economy doesn't collapse. It's okay to think that Fauci's wrong about stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't. And it was a little scary.
But I think there are so many people who are scared to disagree with things. And I think that's why there's so many left-wing people who don't even know there is another opinion out there. If there is another opinion, they think it's somewhere out west where the map says there be dragons or whatever.
Yes.
They don't know. They can't imagine somebody really saying anything so shocking and offensive as Charlie Kirk said. But that's the power of what Charlie Kirk did too. That you can just say stuff.
Yes.
You can try on opinions and you can try saying things out loud. And, life goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. But it's not you just have to be, once again, Caroline Levitt, you have to be bulletproof. Because it's not hard to, if you let stuff fester, then it's going to fester. But I remember talking to both VB and Michael Graham when Trump did the Trump Tower talk after Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the whole presser and I thought, this is this guy's shining moment. And both of them only took the takeaway is there were very fine people on both sides that say, you can't say that, you're going to get canceled, they're going to fire you from the Herald, you can't say it, are you effing kidding me, you can't say that. And I said, no, am I crazy, did you not see this? But to be honest, I don't know that I was I don't know I read it or that I wrote an editorial or a column saying that was Trump's shining moment. Out of self-preservation probably. But there are just so many things that you can't have people decide what you're allowed to say. And that's what they do. And they try to bully you and they try to intimidate you. And they're not fucking good people. And we know this from, being in sweet, nice Melrose when we dealt with some really nice people who were Harvard educated who were suddenly oh, well, it's the Shaddix again. They didn't want the override. Well, what do you have to say now? Remember that they were trying to shake us down after the override went down after you? Alice Shattuck, by the way, gets credit for killing the override in Melrose one year.
Well, now they've had a bunch of overrides.
Yeah. But and they're well, are you going to donate to the schools then? It's all these finance bro pussies and stuff who live there. It's really?
Anymore. Tony Fauci is an absolute criminal. I'm on good terms with my family. I'm on good terms with my family. What are you going to say now? What are you going to say now?
I want to let you know, it's been a fun ride for you, I would assume, over the last couple.
It's been a great life and a great career. And it's nice to be sitting on this side now, especially after that coward played the fifth over 100 times.
Okay.
I thought you had a part in there, Tony. Why couldn't you answer one question the entire time.
Okay,
Why
we
not?
got 4 minutes until the hard out.
Yeah, I got 4 more minutes.
Like,
We keep this shit going.
So yeah, and that's good too because ESPN is a woke hellhole.
Well, all these places are, but people don't really believe all that stuff.
I agree with you. Oh, some people do.
Yeah, no, some people do, but more people just go along with stuff because everyone around them says it, so they assume it must be true.
Yeah, or it's the right thing. I mean, people felt for Generation X, people loved saying, "I'm spiritual but not religious." That was really highbrow. That meant you didn't believe in the mean stuff about like not being able to get abortions and not being able to F around and be, slutty and all that stuff. Because that was lame and like mean and that was like your dad, but you believed there was a magic force and spirit somewhere and it's love and the same. We need to love each other. The same people, by the way, who were huge telling me that they're spiritual but not religious. Also, these same two people who I've mentioned before were telling me when I was 20 years old, when we were hanging out drinking cheap beer at their place, both women who always just wanted to have kids and golden retrievers, said if they found out that their kid was going to have Down syndrome, that they'd want it aborted immediately.
Of course.
Right. So let's okay. So is that spiritual or religious? Like, which one is that? Because I guess that's spiritual. Because if the religion's Christianity, I don't think they would suggest that. I think they wouldn't suggest that. I don't think you're allowed to just window shop.
Yeah, no, traditionally, no.
But, but they're good people. They're big Hillary voters and Kamala voters, and they got the yard sign. And the other day, one of them just posted on Facebook, like, Trump has been talking for 10 minutes, and he said, like, 30 lies. But, like, how are you guys who know absolutely that Down syndrome kids are worth less than other kids, how are you also, like, so continually stupid at politics?
It's amazing. It's amazing. But that's why they were all so surprised when Trump won and so surprised then when he won again.
Yes.
Because they didn't know anybody who felt that way. And they couldn't imagine anybody who felt that way. And they never bothered to find out if any of the people around them feel that way.
Correct.
So they were in complete shock because they can't... Nobody who they would consider a person has ever expressed a different view to them. Ever.
No. Okay. Okay. 3 pieces of
So
audio.
do you have, by the way...
Galloway, Metcalf.
Well, I was going to say the guy on the podcast talking about the pied-à-terre tax.
That's Galloway.
Okay.
I just saw him. He's got this prefab speech he uses whenever he's on Bill Maher. Stop being online. Stop using dating sites. Find a woman. Approach her in person. He's got this, like, his... I've just heard it too many times. It's like, shut up. You desperately thirsty, applause-seeking thing. That's Galloway. I have that somewhere.
Yeah, but it plays into the same thing where they somehow like have all these points of view on politics and they have like some imagined bad guy in their head of who this is going after.
Yes, so here's Scott Galloway. He's on a podcast with Kara Swisher. These are two people who think they're really sophisticated.
And I've been doxxed.
You've been doxxed? What? Tell me.
So I don't know if you've heard, but Mayor Mamdani has decided to release a list of the 950,000 residences with addresses and names that might be eligible for his pied-à-terre tax. I came out in favor of this tax. This is the definition. He's taken a legitimate source of tax revenue and he's turning it into a wanted poster. And the question I would have is, other than trying to identify and imply these people have done something wrong, and then 18 months after a healthcare CEO was executed in the street, and then published the list.
Which I'm sure these people cheered for, or at least
why is he
claimed
doing
was
this? And
justifiable.
Why is he doing this?
Yeah, why would he say that I'm one of the bad rich people?
Come on in.
I'm one
Come
of
on
the
in,
good
Moroccans. Come. Yes. Come.
I'm one of the good working people who liked Mamdani. I was for the pied-à-terre tax. But Now, he is implying that I'm one of the people that wasn't paying my fair share. I'm one of the bad guys.
Right.
I'm one of the rich people, like the healthcare CEO that was shot. You don't understand. I'm one of the people that's for shooting the healthcare CEOs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, God, we really need to talk more about the French Revolution in this country. Really. Can I be honest with you, Alice? Before I had met you, until you started to talk to me about the French Revolution, I actually did think it was about
Liberté, égalité,
about
fraternité.
That bitch saying, let them eat cake.
Oh.
And then they overthrew the
mean
person.
Monarchy.
Exactly.
And then had a democracy like America did or something.
Right. And that was it.
It didn't go well. Even Thomas Jefferson was like, in his writings, he's like, maybe they're going a little far in France. They're like mass drowning people in the Seine. I don't know. Maybe it's a little extreme.
Yeah. Well, because like the parameters they set for revolution means that everybody's eligible for the guillotine, including Robespierre.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They were guillotining people in France up until like the 20th century.
I got no problem with it.
I mean, supposedly it's a fairly humane way to go.
I got no problem with
the guillotine in and of itself.
No.
But no, you're right. Everybody's completely uneducated about any kind of history or how anything goes. And I hate to tell you, I think it's going to get way worse before it gets better because I think young people are stupider than ever.
Yeah.
And, well, not all young people. But the
stupid ones are stupider.
Yeah, I'd say it cuts both ways. I think the smart ones are smarter and the stupid ones are stupider. Because there's never been a better time to be alive if you're a person who wants lots of information and to do lots of things and to try lots of things. Like, the entire world is at your fingertips online and with AI and things you can build and do and make. It's all right there. But also, if you want to avoid knowing anything at all about anything, it's like never been easier to get by day to day and survive without
and find a big cohort somewhere.
About
anything. And you can find 150,000 people who feel the same way you do. So you're no longer an isolated freak who has to just sit on his thoughts. Like the Unabomber doesn't have to live in the woods anymore. He can go to conventions with like-minded people now.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to keep people from taking advantage of that, that deal, basically? And is there going to be a limit on the number of items that someone can take that are discounted at that level from that essential basket?
So our RFP makes very clear.
By the way, this is the Mom Donnie on his free stores. How do you like the term essential basket?
That this is a program for New Yorkers to be able to put food on the table, not a program for people to be able to make a quick buck through reselling. I'm going to pass it over to our EDC head, Jeannie Pack, to add some additional details.
Yes, if you look at our RFP for the operator, we are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be at sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage who's buying and that is focused on everyday New Yorkers. So we are mindful of that. And so we're going to make sure that we have all the things in place to ensure that that does not happen.
Library card. In other words, they're going to check ID.
Yeah, and you can't come back and get an unlimited supply and resell it because if they're selling it 30% cheaper than the store down the street, obviously the guy who works at the store down the street is going to send all of his employees in different outfits to come buy the stuff so he can resell it.
But the point is that, remember, they were better. They were a new way.
Mm-hmm. And
checking
by the way,
ID is obviously racist, Jim Crow. But this place now, since they're trying to do capitalism now, they've come up with this idea. We'll verify using ID.
Who's getting the stuff?
But they're not Jim Crowing.
Of course not.
No, they're good. They're good. They're good people.
And by the way, you notice the language RFP in there.
Yeah.
Which this isn't really going to be a city-run grocery store. This is going to be a really favorable contract handed out to a huge corporation like Aldi or whoever else.
Right, please.
That's going to have the right to make a bunch of money selling stuff under a really, really good sweetheart deal by the city where they like don't have to pay rent or other fees and like they're going to it's going to be a huge
what's funny, Alice?
gimme for some big corporation in the name of like getting people free groceries.
There's been socialism now for over 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
There were no plans to have free stores laying around? We need to see some proposals. What do you mean? I thought you're all communists. Just
you didn't have anything in mind, but they're like a bunch of freaking kindergartners.
Yes.
They're like, you know how every kid goes through that phase for a minute where they're like, oh, I hate that everything costs money everywhere we go. And like, wouldn't it be great if instead of costing money, the ice cream store just gave everybody the ice cream?
Well,
like
right.
That would be so nice.
And you know what? Let's take that further, Alice, because you know why the ice cream store doesn't give it away?
Because mean fat cats or something.
Owners.
Yeah.
They're mean.
Yeah.
He could just give it away. He doesn't need to make all that money on ice cream. But he's a mean oligarch.
The workers aren't making the money.
Nope. They have no say in what kind
of
ice cream
labor theory of value
they can sell. Two more things I want to get to. One is the lady who talks to Tallarico. And then there's something kind of poignant that I want to get to here.
Yeah. Do you know the labor theory of value?
Oh, okay, Alice. Hold on. I'll pull over in
I'm
reverse.
trying to fill while
Hold
you
on.
look for the cut to give people a better experience during the podcast so that we don't have to sit here in silence while you look for the next thing you're going to talk about.
You are preening just to show you a
It's called
shop.
filling. It's called filling. You should learn about it.
I do, in a Boston cream donut, and I like it. And they used to be good before Dunkin' Donuts got to be cheap. I was wondering if you could tell me what the labor theory of opportunity is.
It's like a thing that communists believe that like all the value in a place is created by the labor of the people. So like in the Starbucks, they're the ones making the coffee because they don't believe in like the fact that the owner has to freaking pay the rent or give them all the things to make the coffee. No, it's like socialists bandy it around. Real economists don't talk about
No, of course they don't. But I'm just like, imagine people actually pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that injected into their mind.
But no, like all these young people, and I've even had like people that I worked with in working class jobs sometimes say that, like, well, we're doing all the work. Like, and I'm like, yeah, but you wouldn't have any work to do if somebody didn't put this whole store here with all this stuff in it. Like, where the heck do you think it friggin' comes from?
Didn't we have a Michael Graham caller from Dunkin' Donuts say, I make all the donuts, and he gets all the money? Or like
it was coffee. They were like, we sell so many cups of coffee, and the cost of the coffee is like nothing to Dunkin' Donuts. They're bringing in so much money in coffee, and we're getting like $16 an hour or whatever. It like they have just no conception of anything in the world.
Well, the conception is that it's coffee and donuts and a cash register or the swiper thing, whatever, and how this job can be a pain in the ass because I'd rather just be binge watching a show. And he gets to come and go as he pleases. The guy who owns the place and he gets to tell us what to do, and that's unfair. But imagine your whole world is just the coffee, and that's all you have to think about. You don't have to think about making payroll. You don't have to think about paying vendors. You don't have to think about regulations and inspections. You don't have to think about like any of this stuff.
Like negotiating contracts with people or anything.
You don't have to think about how to try to keep your
as far as you're concerned,
ungrateful employees employed who hate you for it.
It's like the whole Dunkin' Donuts just dropped from the sky and like made them work there.
Oh, he won owner. Okay. Here's this is a lady who's talking to what's his name? The Austin Metcalf one. Tallarico.
Okay.
Tallarico.
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela Anthony's case.
Hold on 1 second. Can you help me with this translation really quickly?
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela.
Our people have getting killed left and right.
I didn't hear left at all there. Can you help me again?
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela Anthony's case.
Left and right.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Our people have
getting killed
left and right.
It's just a tragedy. Excuse my language.
What?
Travedy?
Carmela Anthony's case is just a tragedy.
Wait, go back. I need to hear that word again.
Hold on.
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela Anthony's case is just a tragedy. Excuse my language.
Is it tragedy
but
or
it
travesty?
Is. But it is. So what are we going to do to fix those harms? Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela Anthony's case is just a tragedy. Excuse my language. But it is.
That's not the biggest problem with your language.
I don't know. Did we play Ben Crump the other day? When
I don't
he
think we
couldn't
did.
read his brief or whatever he was reading.
Ooh, Alice, guess what number podcast this is?
1570. Wow.
There's been a clamoring. Is there any truth to the fact that it's coming back?
No, it is not true to the fact that it's coming back.
I think it's a travesty that it's
no,
not coming back.
It is a travesty. I think about that daily. There is.
Hold on.
Our people have getting killed left and right. Carmela Anthony's case is just a tragedy. Excuse my language. But it is.
Talarico's there.
But it is.
Agreeing. He said, yep.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. In Carmelo Anthony's case...
By the way, just so you know, most educated demographic.
In America, yes. I show that Carmelo Anthony didn't get killed.
Oh, so it's not a travesty.
Well, at least not in that sense, no.
Okay. So the other guy got killed.
He did the getting killed.
The white guy.
Yeah.
That's not a travesty. No, okay.
No. But there is a whole segment of politics that is preying on Black Americans and telling them that they're getting killed left and right.
Yes.
And that what happened to Carmelo Anthony is a travesty.
Yes.
And I mean, they have one now.
What happened to Carmelo? Because he's going to prison?
Yeah, because he stabbed a student to death at a track meet for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Is that not usually a track activity?
No.
Okay.
That's not one of the events.
Okay.
But there's a whole brouhaha right now. I don't think we've talked about it on here yet because there's not really anything to talk about. This kid, Nolan Wells.
Yeah.
Who's a high school student. He was out at an island with a bunch of friends on a boat. Actually, like a bunch of people that they knew on a bunch of boats. But he didn't go home on the boat that he came on because he was still hanging around at the island doing whatever with groups of people. His phone was left on the boat. His friends had a leaking bilge pump or whatever and went home. And he went missing and was found in the water a couple days later. It's a sad story.
Yeah.
But there is a large segment of Black America that now believes he was murdered by his white friends on the basis of absolutely nothing. A bunch of Black celebrities have come in, paid for another autopsy, donated to a GoFundMe for the parents. Ben Crump is in here. The parents are making a boatload of money pretending that their son was murdered by his friends, who are also, by the way, grieving because their friend died.
Right.
And now they have to deal with every Black person on the internet claiming that they're racist who lynched him for some reason with zero evidence whatsoever by anybody. It's the most absurd case. There's not even a case there. There's no case to talk about. Nobody's been accused of any wrongdoing. It's so sad, you know, and it's so sad that you have a bunch of people going, see, this is why Black people can't be friends with white people. They always end up dead. Like, nothing freaking happened here. There's nothing to talk about.
Right.
And you should be letting his friends grieve. And I hope that the friends and their families sue the heck out of the people telling lies about them and Ben Crump and everybody else involved in this garbage, because it's terrible. And like people should not be exploiting the grieving parents in this way.
They're all
to make a bunch of money and so bad race relations in America over nothing. It's so bad. It's so bad. But people are never going to stop doing it while there's so much money to be made.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, people like Ben Crump are put on a pedestal, and he's just a dirtbag. Here's Crump talking about this case.
It goes the gunshot wound of the head.
No, this is 2024. Sorry about this. This is something else.
The injury, proliferation of the left internal
Okay. One last thing, okay? Do you know Rainn Wilson?
Yeah, from The Office.
Yeah. He got in a conversation. It's not a new conversation, and it's nothing to the entire Woody Allen movie that happens in Paris with the guy playing Hemingway and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is just them saying another version of this. But this is Ed Helms and
Be remiss
Rainn
to
Wilson just talking about the heyday of something. And I think that this is one of those things that should be taught in high school. It should be, but it's never. You have to learn it.
Be remiss to not talk about our years on The Office. And I was thinking about your incredible line from season 9 that kind of summed up the whole show. Do you want to remind us what that line is?
I think about that line all the time.
Yeah, it's like one of the wisest, truest lines in the history of television. For real.
It's all Greg Daniels, and I just was a vessel. I wish there was some way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Or something close to that.
Very close to that, yeah.
It is such a poignant reminder that you're always in them, or that to just take stock.
Yeah.
Because this moment might be some serious good old days.
Yeah.
And
those nights.
And I think you think about that. I mean, I hated or Day to Day in 1995, though I looked great, was not fun. I barely had any money. I was a loser. I wasn't I wasn't a successful musician and whatever. But I look back on them and it's like, how magic was that? Just bound out of my apartment, go find friends and hang out all day and go to a bar, do whatever it was. Maybe, have some kind of hookup somewhere one way, and then bound out of somebody's apartment, you could smell somebody's perfume on you or whatever. It was like, at the time, we were not generally all that thrilled. But I look at our old pictures, look at our old house in Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
Every day was hellacious for us. Now I look at the old pictures, I'm like, wow, what a happy family. Wouldn't it be nice to have all that? That it is.
Because probably to these days are the same.
Yes, they are the same. They are the same. But it is, and this is not a new lesson, and I'm sure that there's probably a German word for it. But it is just very funny how the right now is always considered, especially a time of toiling. And I don't know why we do. Maybe we need to be at war. That's what I'm saying. Thoughts?
I'm not sure about the war part, but I agree.
Okay, should we do the chat?
Yeah.
I know I took it one segment too long. Cheswick says, when is the Trump version of Monopoly coming out? You landed on Mar-a-Lago. You owe me $2,000. Is it not? Does it not exist? It's got to. We had the Trump board game, I'm pretty sure. Cheswick says, so we determine who gets food. I love that. Cheswick says, I love New York elitists. They can't understand when the bubble around them bursts, why they aren't above everything. I love that too. And Galloway's such an a-hole. I'm so sick of his bullshit. And Kara Swisher is the most overrated freaking person in the history of the world. Oh, I want to be an overrated person and get lots of money. Sucks. God. Hello? Okay. Should we do the chat?
Yes.
I like when you say, let's head over to the chat.
I'm scared to fill now.
Hey, Billy from Manchester.
Hey, Billy.
As the unofficial ombudsman of the show,
yes,
just want to point out that yesterday, or when I listened to this morning, the wife said that an orca was a fish. An orca is a marine mammal. 17 seconds.
Incorrect. If it swims, it's a fish. Alice was right on that one, Billy. I'm sorry about that. But they're all...
No, I was mentioning the documentary Blackfish.
Yeah, which is such horseshit. And so now you can't have freaking Shamu anymore. Congratulations, liberals. Oh,
I know an orca is not a fish.
it's a fish. If it swims, it's a fish.
Not- but the documentary was called
Here I
Blackfish.
thought that the All You Can Eat podcast was about food and not about berating your wife for taking a quote-unquote vacation day to visit a family member in hospice care.
There was lots of eating and recreation happening there.
Wow. You are just an animal.
What?
You're an animal.
Why are you going after me? I wasn't on vacation. It was her. I was slaving. I had to make 2 separate full meals of pad thai because the royals who I serve here at Shatterham Castle, some need shrimp pad thai and some need beef pad thai, and they all complained about it.
I'm surprised that you even have any feelings. I know you claim you don't, and this actually proves you don't, but
No.
boy, and helpless. I had to take that couch apart by myself, and I had to illegally dump it by myself.
That's true, I did. You have no idea. Was there a heartfelt apology to you?
Yes.
There you go. Did that warm your heart?
Yes.
Good. There you go. You see? That's called being a good person, Cheswick.
Well, what? Were you going to have cereal along for the ride next time, Tom?
I thought about it, to be honest.
When you're illegally dumping electronics on the side of the road or wherever. It wasn't in nature. No, I was putting it beside a dumpster somewhere. Someone's going to pay for it. You are unbelievable. Unbelievable.
He's a bad person.
That is incorrect. I am a good person. My life has been filled with travedy, okay? You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm not just that fat kid from the Burn Barrel podcast anymore. You understand me?
Yeah, you're going to annihilate everybody.
I'm going to fucking annihilate you. If anybody says that you're the fat kid from the Burn Barrel, come at me. Roll up. You know where I hang out. I'm in Groveland Market Basket. Roll up.
Thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, the food show was something. Listen to that one, guys. Listen to the Burn Barrel podcast. You can find them wherever you like to listen to podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, all those places. We'll see you tomorrow.
C'est la vie.
Hello? Say hi to him through that.
Hello, Peter? Can you hear me? Do you hear that, Peter?
Hi, Peter. How are you? How are you ladies doing?
Do you hear that in the headphones, Peter? Is that funny?
Hello.